GTC is arguably the most anticipated tech event of the year. The Scan AI team were there in force, discovering the latest AI and accelerated computing innovations and gathering first-hand content from the show, including interviews with NVIDIA experts and partners. The 5-day event, as always, was jam-packed with inspiring sessions, exhibits, technical hands-on training, plus a mass of AI demonstrations on the show floor itself. And to accommodate the 25,000 visitors this year, GTC 25 had to be bigger and better than ever. NVIDIA added a whole new GTC park area, which boasted a huge stage and seating area, a night market and partner stands providing entertainment, refreshments and networking opportunities well into the evening. They also added the XR Pavilion this year, which showcased the latest groundbreaking interactive XR and generative AI demos. The conference highlight is always the keynote, but the GTC keynote is like no other. Eager developers, innovators and business leaders queued for hours to get a good seat at the rock concert-style keynote from founder and CEO Jensen Huang, and others chilled out in the park and watched on the big screen. Amongst the key announcements was RTX Pro Blackwell GPUs for workstations and servers, a new DGX station and the tiny DGX Spark for AI developers. He also teased the next-gen Rubin GPU and Vera CPU architectures. Here's the reaction from the Scan team and some of our key partners.
There's been a number of announcements that I think are really exciting this year, particularly for the developer community. I think DGX Spark, the baby DGX, that's going to be really exciting to see what people can do with that. The DGX Station, the next stepping stone, really looking forward to getting our hands on that. And of course, the hyperscaler and the data center products that have come out. Again, it just shows that there's a lot more to be had from the models, particularly at the high end, that need a lot of RAM in order to run.
What I found particularly interesting about it was the picture of the DGX1, and we were one of the first customers to, within the UK to actually bring DGX1s in, and to see that now fit in the palm of your hand, it's terribly exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and not only that, it's the ATX form factor as well for what it's going to do for dev boxes and AI development. I think it's one of the most powerful moves that I've seen in the GTC for a while.
I think what's really important is how Jensen kind of shares the roadmap for the next couple of years. And so partners can really understand where it's going and how we adapt to it. But super excited about Spark, DGX Workstation, and a good insight on the math around exactly why they're thinking about the scale of AI factories, right? And I think that's a new coined concept that's coming out. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
DGX Spark is going to be huge for the developer community, what that's going to bring, and then seeing robotics in action and seeing how important that's going to be, seeing that in the keynote was huge. I think people are going to find more use cases for it. Obviously we've seen a few of the humanoids, we've seen some of the robot dogs, the quadrupeds in use. I think there's going to be a lot of security applications for the robot dogs, seeing that actually transform that industry. And then people are going to start to see what robotics can do, and they'll find new use cases for it.
The humanoid robotics, I'm so chuffed that being here last year that we got our head around robotics, humanoids, the software, ecosystems, and we've actually, we're in the process of actually launching robotics on the site very soon. In fact, it's probably almost there.
I see the development journey as now giving people a lot of variety in options. Obviously you've got ARM-based options now, you've got the x86, you've got so many different options to get started, so many different ways to develop. It's really going to sort of open that up to developers of all shapes and sizes, all sorts of different platforms.
I'm pretty excited about DGX Spark and the workstation. I think that brings it down to a level where, geez, we could do more on our desk than worrying about what infrastructure providers are. And I've had clients where they've been in rural factories and things like that. So I'm thinking about all kinds of ways we could probably deploy that type of tech.
It doesn't matter which strand you take it, all the way down to the opening comment of 5090s being sold out. Everything affects Scan. We're a GPU company. So when all these elements start to come in, that's where it will determine our strategy for the next 12 months on.
Rafi Nizam was out in San Jose with the team, interviewing key NVIDIA specialists and Scan partners about all of the announcements and advancements in AI solutions, which we'll be bringing you over the coming weeks. So do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we have a GTC playlist And you can also check out our dedicated GTC 25 landing page. Thanks to everyone who took the time out to chat to us, and for more information on any of Scan's AI solutions, contact the team today.
It's been a fantastic week. Got to catch up with old friends, meet many new acquaintances, and most importantly, I've learned a tremendous amount about what's going on both with NVIDIA and all of our ecosystem partners in physical AI and agentic AI, and I really feel like we're on the tip of a really exciting new time.
And I think a lot of people come to GTC thinking, oh, I'm gonna go to these sessions and I'm gonna meet lots of people, and you do. But I think what you walk away from it with is a true understanding of what the vision of NVIDIA is and what they're trying to achieve. And how do you become part of that journey?
The juices are flowing. Like, there are business models, there are ways to add value. We need to get back, bunch of heads together and start just capitalizing on the opportunity.
I've never been more proud to be an NVIDIAN. Events like this, I've been to a number of GTCs over my years here, and certainly last year and this year, it's just become incredible. Seeing our partners and our partners' customers and our customers all having such an incredible time means the world to everyone at NVIDIA.